Hey, all you cool cats and kittens out there. Today, we're going to be talking about service areas. We'll also be talking about sizes of different rooms. We'll be talking about the Louvre, also known as the bathroom. So we got lots to do today in terms of learning about different parts here. So service areas are basically not sleeping areas, nor sort of the congregating areas. They have a purpose to them. Kitchens, bathrooms, your HVAC sort of room, your basement if it's not finished, your garage. These are all considered surface areas. So bathrooms is huge. I mean, when you look to buy a house, you always are thinking, how many bathrooms does it have? Because you want, the master bath, obviously. The other ones, you want, easy access from the living room for your guests or for yourself. So real quick, bathrooms, they should be easy to find, easy to get to. Sometimes two or more placed back to back. It probably doesn't happen a whole lot. More or less, you can have sort of a Jack and Jill or a his and her sink. But when we talk about a half bath, we are talking about I guess I should pause here. A lavatory is going to be the sink. The toilet is called a water closet. So WC stands for water closet and lavatory is for sinks. So a half bath basically has a sink and a toilet. 3/4 of a bath has that sink. It has the water closet, also known as the toilet, and it has a shower. And then last but not least, there's the full bath that has the lavatory, which is the sink, the water closet, the toilet, and a tub, which often can be used as a shower. Finally, when we describe a master bath, they're going to have the sink, maybe multiple. They're going to have a toilet. They're going to have a tub, and sometimes they even have a separate shower. Now, my master bathroom does not have that, but our family home in Florida that we share with my wife's side of the family indeed has a huge tub with Whirlpool jets, and it also has a separate shower area that's not included in the tub. Now, bathrooms are generally 6 foot by 9 foot for just probably your half bath. They're fairly small. I've seen a lot of pictures of kind of crazy, like, what were they thinking when they were putting everything in there? Again, water closet came from probably old outhouses. Now, my grandma, who is long gone, she would always tell me about going to the outhouse. The bathroom was not in the house. And so in winter, Chicago, you'd have to go outside and do your business in the outhouse. Brr. Let's see. Is there anything else that I could tell you? Make sure if bathrooms have to be handicap accessible, so they do have to have maybe a little extra space. There is a 3-foot minimum maneuvering space is standard for door sizes, hallways, and turnaround areas for wheelchairs and people who may be handicapped. Laundry rooms, mine at home is very simple. We just have the washer, the dryer. It's actually in what we call the mud room, which is the room that comes off of the garage. It has a tile floor, so we're not worried about wet stuff on it. I wished we had a sink, a folding table, and an ironing board in there, but ours is not that big. We have plenty of cabinets that the old homeowner put up. We do store the laundry supplies there. Believe it or not, we can't hang clothes outside. All the clothes in where I live have to be inside or on a laundry rack. They do not allow a hanging line outside for clothes. Kind of crazy. It is very near in my house to other rooms that need plumbing. Straight above it is the master bathroom. And then downstairs, it is right by, I'm trying to think, there is some more plumbing downstairs that I guess, comes straight into the house and then straight up into that part. They can be from 33 inches to 66 inches to 10 feet by 10 feet. So it all sort of depends. Garages are a nice thing to have. We have a 2-car garage at my house. You can store your vehicle in there, which is really nice, especially when, you don't have to worry about snow, rain, middle of the night, hail damage. To me, one of the biggest benefits of putting it into the garage is you don't have to scrape frost or ice off the windshields in the morning as you're getting ready to go to work. Yard equipment can be stored in there with sports equipment. We have our soccer balls in there. I have my tools. We do keep the lawnmower in there. And then in the wintertime, we keep the snowblower in there. It depends on what you have here. A 1-car garage would be 12 feet by 24, whereas if you have 2 cars, we add 10 feet to it, so it's 22 feet by 24. Some people actually have kind of like another, like where you can hold 3 or a boat, because it's a little bit deeper in there. They do say a firewall between attached garage and house. I guess it could be considered a firewall, but to me, I think it's just a regular wall in my house, to be honest with you. I don't think there's anything special about the firewall. Kitchens are so important. That would be one of the first places that I would redo in my house because it's the most used. It should have a nice view. Like I can look into the family room. I can look into the dining room. I can look into the formal dining room. It is really kind of the hub. I can see the basement door. So if people are coming up and down from the basement, it is for me, it's kind of like in the middle of the house. We can see there's a nice sliding door in there, so it's easy to see. Close to the exit, so it's easier to bring everything in. So basically, I walk through my garage, take a little turn down the hallway, and I bring it in. It's not the best in terms of a close exit, but I could see that. Kitchen layouts have something called a working triangle, and this is very, very, very important. The working triangle, because you want your major appliances to be within 4 to 9 feet of each other. So if I'm cooking, I turn, boom, I can get to the refrigerator. I turn and there's the sink. Oh, there's the dishwasher. There's the stove. You want everything kind of close to each other. Think of it kind of like a triangle. So you're saving your steps. A kitchen 10 foot by 10 foot is not very big. It's probably about the size of mine. But anyways, the idea here is that, and we'll talk more about this triangle, but you're trying to keep things close together because you're turning and you're pivoting and you're going from one thing to the next thing. Service areas are often grouped together to reduce plumbing costs. So as you see here, the kitchen and the bathroom are back to back because they can share piping, or you don't have to pipe as much. Over here is another set of, I guess, probably plumbing that has to be done. So it's really down into 2 areas here. You also have to understand that these areas are a little bit more busy. So with plumbing, you could always hear water go through the pipes, that kind of deal. So it's kind of good that they're together and maybe away from the bedrooms here, as you see. When designing a 2-story home, you should have a bathroom on each level because you don't want to be upstairs in your room and then have to walk downstairs to sit there and go tinkle. So right there, that should be enough for right now about the different service areas. This is by far the longest video. So hopefully you were able to pause it at different times to quickly add things to your study guide. All right. Hopefully you get her done. You like that? All right. Peace.